Hey, the MLS Zone. You know the video is recording.
What?
Right?
Welcome back to the MLS Zone, where we talk about everything that is the MLS. A lot of things going on in this video. Atlanta United just broke another record. LAFC just clinched a playoff spot, and a whole lot of things to come into this video. Intro. Alright, now let's get into the video, and we first kicking it off with Player of the Week. Now we have 3 Player of the Week because this week has just been phenomenal. Yes, so we have 3 Player of the Week, and they're just not in the same position like always, but they're in different positions. And we're starting off with the goalkeeper position, and we have my man right here from Colorado, their goalkeeper, Clint. Now this man played a beautiful game. As a goalkeeper, I don't give them a lot of credit, and a lot of you guys don't give them a lot of credit as well, but this guy in that game was just phenomenal. Like, really, I had no issues with him. Even though Colorado conceded 2 goals, this man really put his heart on the line. Let me just tell you his stats and how he was playing in the game. In the game, he had 8 saves. Yes, you heard me right. Not 3, not 5, but 8 saves. And out of those 8 saves, 5 of them came inside the box. So you know he was all over the place like he was Spider-Man. Yes, he was not playing. And get this, even though he had 8 saves, he saved a penalty. Yeah, I know. The man really saved a penalty. It was amazing. I mean, I really enjoyed the game. And you're going to say, what about his other teammate, Diego? Yes, he scored 2 goals, but he didn't save Colorado from losing that game. Clint did, the goalkeeper. And that's why I have to nominate him for Player of the Week. Now, the next Player of the Week, I got to give it to New York City FC striker. This kid, like, really, last week he played phenomenal, and this week he come on and played phenomenal as well. When I mean come on, he actually played the full 90 minutes for my recognition. Now this kid name is Valentin. Now I don't know if I'm saying that right, seeing that he's Argentinian, but he is 20 years old, and I think he's a gem in the league that not a lot of people is looking at. I mean, the kid has 2 goals and 1 assist in the game that he just played. 2 goals and 1 assist. Yes. I mean, he is playing like he's somewhat Suarez out there. And as a New York City FC fan, I am proud. I am proud of this kid. And to be honest, when we do meet Atlanta in the finals of the Eastern Conference, I think we could take them this year.
Oh, man, is this?
I know you're going to say, what a clown. He really think he could beat Atlanta. I have hope. I mean, it can't be Atlanta and LAFC. I just don't see it. I don't see it. But that's why I have to give the other nominee to this kid right here, Valentin. No, he also had 1 key pass. So 2 goals, 1 assist, and 1 key pass. The kid played phenomenal this week, and that's why I had to nominate him. The nominee, the other nominee, slip of the tongue right there. The other nominee have to give it to Damir. Yes, Real Salt Lake midfielder. Yes, the guy that is so-called compared to Rodri in the MLS. Yes, the guy that creates so much for Real Salt Lake that it's a joke. Sometimes I think he's the Kevin De Bruyne of the league and not Maxi Morales. Now, this dude, just hear me out. Real Salt Lake won the game versus Seattle Sounders. Now, that is a shocker to everyone. And we know that because Real Salt Lake was the underdogs. And everybody loves a true underdog story, just as I do. But this guy was the key to that game. He literally brung Real Salt Lake on his back. The game ended 3-0, right? In favor of Real Salt Lake. Now, this guy had 2 assists. Yes, you heard me right. So there were 3 goals scored, and he basically assists 2. He was in between every play Real Salt Lake made. Seeing that even though he had 2 assists, he also had 3 key passes. Yes, 3 key passes. So chances were missed by the attacking lineup when he was creating for them. Now get this other stats. Accuracy per pass is 81. And out of those 81 passes, 90 was on target. 90% was on target. As a midfielder playing against Seattle Sounders, now that is impressive. The other stats I want to tell you about is his aerial duels. He won 3 out of 3 aerial duels, and his ground duels is 2 out of 1. That means he was creating and holding that midfield together when Real Salt Lake started attacking. Now, I'm not gonna say he deserved to be the player of the week, but I'm gonna say he deserved to be the player of the week. Shit! The man was defending and he was creating. It was like he was a Pep LaGuardia player. He had to do both. He had no option. And that's why I think he really deserved it. Winning against Seattle Sounders is a big thing, because that club is a big club. Now, it's time for the talk of the town. And the talk of the town this week is LAFC has clinched the playoff spot. And it's not just them clinching the playoff spot. It's how they did it. They broke the record for the quickest team to clinching the playoff spot. That's impressive. I mean, they are a well-rounded team that keep on pumping out talent. Now, if you're saying, wow, that's impressive, how much match did they play and how much match did they win? They play a total of 25 matches as we're speaking in this video and won only 18. And that's not really that impressive. But to be honest, most of the matches that they didn't win, they drew. I think they actually lost like 3 matches. 3. Like, come on now. And Carlos Vela is on the rampage. And his partner in crime, Diego Rossi, is not playing. The other talk of the town is Atlanta United. Yes, they broke another record. I think it's 50 games won. Basically, the fastest MLS team to win 50 games in a row, or not in a row, but the fastest MLS team to win 50 games. This record is not that impressive, but yet they still broke it. At least to me. I know a lot of United fans is going to be like, you don't know shit. It's actually important. Well, we do have another talk of the town, and it's the poll that I put up on Instagram that all of you fanatics went crazy over. And it was this, basically. I asked, gun to your head. You had 15 minutes on the clock in the game, and you had a gun to your head, and the guy with the gun said you got to pick between Altidore or Zardes to score a late minute banger. Now remember, there's just 15 minutes on the clock. I want you to comment down below. Yes, comment down below. Who are you going to pick? Are you going to pick Altidore to save your life with 15 minutes on the clock to score a goal? Or are you going to pick Zardes with 15 minutes on the clock to save your life? Let me know. There won't be a poll, but you do have a voice, which you could speak to me in the comment section. And that's pretty much all for it for the talk of the town, but you know we're going into the team of the week. There's a lot of stuff going down for this week for team of the week, and we got to kick it off with Real Salt Lake versus Seattle Sounders. Man, I don't know a thing about that game, you know what I mean? It was so much going on. And I'm going to tell you from now, I didn't eventually watch that game because I had so much game to keep an eye on. I only could watch 3 games on one day, basically. And then I watched 2 games just to recap on it. So it's like 5 games on a Pacific day. And seeing that the Premier League is back, I'm all over the place. Yes, I'm a football fanatic. Bundesliga is back. I'm all over the place. But getting to the point. Real Salt Lake. From what I saw, Real Salt Lake really dominated Seattle Sounders. And yes, Seattle Sounders did control the game at some point of the match. But that backline for Real Salt Lake really held shit together. And as I mentioned in the Player of the Week, Damir did his thing. Like, that was the key player for Real Salt Lake. Not the strikers that scored the goal, but the guy that created the opportunity for the strikers to score the goal. Real Salt Lake was playing really well. I haven't seen that for a while now. And I think in my last video, they were one of the teams to fire their manager. So I guess it turns out the owner was right. Shit, I still think he's wrong, but it's not me to tell. I don't own the team yet. And that's why I have to give the nominee to Real Salt Lake. Beating Seattle Sounders 3-0 at home is a big deal. Yes, and they did have home field advantage, but it's Real Salt Lake and it's Seattle Sounders. Now the other nominee team for Team of the Week, I got to give it to Atlanta United. Shit, they went to Portland and just teared apart that team. I mean, yes, it wasn't a devastating blow like a 5-0, but 2-0 is bad. It's truly bad. Portland is not a kick-around team that you could go up against at their home ground and slap them around and come out laughing. No. Portland knows how to fight. And to see Atlanta go there and get 2 goals, Joseph Martina's last goal was really something to see. The man really curved the hell out of that ball around the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper didn't even chuck for the ball because there was no opportunity of him catching it. Portland was poor. Totally poor. And Atlanta United, they held shit together. I remember when I made the Frank video, which is basically the Atlanta United downfall video. And looking back at it now, I was really an ass clown. Because I was so wrong. I was far from right. This guy really wanted to implement the 3 at the back. And it seems like it's working. But when the playoff come around, can the team hold that same formation and play like they're playing now? That's yet to be seen. And seeing that they will be going up against teams like LAFC, LA Galaxy, New York City FC, it's yet to be known. And also, don't count out Minnesota United. But that's why Atlanta is nominated for Team of the Week for beating Portland at home 2-0. Now, what I want you to do is like normal, is vote up top. Yeah, this time you could vote. But comment down below what you think about that match, because that match was crazy. Next topic is loser of the week. Loser of the week, I have to give it to Philadelphia Union. Yes. And hear me. Reason why I gave them Philadelphia the loser of the week is because they were the favorites to win. Going up against Chicago Fires, the Fires are not doing that well this season. And I mean not that well, like they're really not in the top 5 tier of the teams that may win the MLS Cup this season. But the Fires put Philadelphia Union on notice to not sleep on them. Because it seems like that's what Philadelphia Union was doing, sleeping on them. Playing the ball lazy out of the back, not running back because they think Chicago Fire don't have the power to attack back, which I thought was ridiculous seeing how they were playing. The Fires knew they was going to win that game. With the high press they was doing, the counter attack, it was a beautiful game for the Fires. The Philadelphia Union was just like, it's just another game that we're going to easily win with 3 points. Did you win it? Because I have yet to see that. They got blown out. I believe it was 2-0. And I think also Chicago Fire's got a red card, which they were one man down, and Philly still didn't do anything. I don't know what's going on, you know. That team is on and off. I was on Instagram and a fan asked me, what do you think about Philadelphia Union? I said they're a good team. And yes, they need a lot to work on. And if they do fix that little thing, which I don't know what that little thing is, but if they do fix that little thing, they will be competitors for the MLS Cup. But that little thing is just fucking them up. And if you know what that little thing is, comment down below. Let me know. If you're a Philly fan, what keep on slipping you up week in, week out? It's a good team. You just have a lot to deal with. Now, the next topic is Wall of the Week. Wall of the Week has to go LA Galaxy. And the reason why I'm giving it to LA Galaxy is because when they came up against FC Dallas. Now, I know they won that match, but FC Dallas played a beautiful game. It's just LA Galaxy backline outplayed them. The defense in that game for LA Galaxy backline was really good. As for FC Dallas, the attacking was really good as well. It's just like LA Galaxy backline held shit together. The goalkeeper held shit together. So that's why I had to give them the defensive team of the week, or as I like calling it, the wall of the week. I know there's a lot of teams that you may give the wall of the week to, but I didn't see anybody defending like LA Galaxy this week. It was impressive, and LA Galaxy don't normally defend like that. We know that, seeing that they have so much own goals. It's ridiculous how much own goals this team had, but they held shit together. And that's why I have to give Wall of the Week to LA Galaxy. Now, I want you guys to hit the hell out of that subscribe and like button. I'm getting tired of asking for likes. Feeling like a stripper in a club. Like the damn video. And I'll see you next time. Peace.